Merry meet, Annie here. Welcome to Thursday on Pagan Perspective. We have for this week what Kara calls open-ended questions for us. So we get a chance to take them kind of any direction we want to. The first comment and question comes from Jasmine LaFlame. Can we tell Jasmine about our most effective or powerful spell? I'd love to hear about something profound you manifested in your life by magic. Jasmine, I'm not going to be able to tell you something specific. I'm old school Wiccan, very traditional in the way I practice spell work. So it is private, it is not discussed, and in fact, when I perform spell work, I release it. And I myself am no longer connected to it in that direct sense. So I can't share anything specifically, a particular thing that may have manifested out of my spiritual work, because I believe that my entire life is a profound manifestation of magic. When I do any kind of magic working in the sense of a spell, I think long and hard about it ahead of time. I would think most of us who are serious practitioners do just that. I plan about building a foundation, where I want to start from. What do I want to align with to accomplish the thing that I am setting out to accomplish? Decide who and what energy, what deity, what physical action even here on this plane that I am stirring together to put in this pot of manifestation for the goal that I have in mind. Sometimes the goal is not a specific thing, it's the creation of possibility, creating a platform, creating a way forward. I then do whatever spell work I'm doing. It may be light and casual, it may be long and involved, and I release that spell. I step away from it. I truly believe in the way that I work magic, just my personal take on it, and the way I was trained, that in the creation of magic and working a spell work, the energy of that spell work is being built on the reflected side, on the ethereal level. And I believe that when the intent is pure and strong and put out there, that this world by nature tends to mimic that ethereal energy. Now, it doesn't take me out of the mix. When I say I do workings and then release them, I don't do them and then not have anything to do with them on this level. But I've released that energetic, spiritual, putting it out there as possibility in the non-tangible sense. I release that once I have let go of that. I know I've created the momentum, and I know that I am responsible on this side then to take the specific actions that I need to take to match that, to rise up and meet that energy. I've already manifested this on the other side. Whether I feel it and experience it on this side has to do with whether I'm living in accord with the intention that I put out when I offered up the spell. So I'm going to say that I'm not comfortable saying this is a particular spell, a particular work of magic that I did that had profound results. However, that's a little bit how magic works for me. And in the doing of that, every prayer I offer, every spell, every working of magic that I do is profound in that it is reflected energetically on the other side, and it is the true and real manifestation of my life on this side, which is the natural reflection of what I have put out. Now there's a second question that we got, so as I talk, I'm hoping to find the connection between the two of these that Kara might have seen. And this came from Emsalistaful. Oh well, probably didn't say that right. Hey lovely people, this person says. Well, back at you, lovely person. I was wondering if you could discuss some ways that you connect with the divine, or your patron deity, or the universe, or whatever you prefer. How often do you do it, etc. And then again, nice compliments telling us we're excellent guys, and we are awesome guys, actually, and that the channel is excellent. Thank you. Thank you for that support. So, I'm going to say that when I think of these two now, what comes into my mind, that the commonality between the two that I'm seeing, I'm feeling at the moment, which is a reflection of my life, I am sure, is that the connection idea. You know, the divine, as I see it, as I experience whether it is in the form of specific deities, the god and the goddess that I adore, whether it is the matron and patron I work with, or other gods that I align myself, any of the old ones which are my partners. It could even be the power of the elemental guardians. All of them are not of this world. They're energies that exist at other than the physical, tangible, touch it, know it, scientific fact existence of our physical existence. So what my relationship to the old gods and deities and energies I work with has in common with what I shared about my spell work is always there to aspire to, but not quite of the here and the now. I feel when I am in direct communication through meditation, focus, prayer, the simple act of being still and listening, whenever I am in direct communication with any of those energies of deity, I am connected to a world other than this one. I believe those deities stand outside of time, which is part and parcel of this physical world that we live in. So you could say, like the energy that I put out in creating magic and spell work, they exist at the ethereal level, the reflected level. We could debate, is that level the original and true level, and we are a reflection of it, or was it created out of this world that we know so well? This being the first and it being the reflection, it doesn't matter which came first and what's a reflection of the other. The reflection is equal and powerful between the two worlds. The question was, how do we connect and how often? On good days, I'm never not connected to that experience of existence that is not part of this tangible world. Whether it's a whisper or a direct nudge or a calling out from those energies, they weave in and out of this world to me. How do I connect? I listen. I still myself at any given time and I listen. I also can connect by reaching out. I know that those energies exist out of time and place and are always and consistently available to me. So just like that spell work, the magic in the first question, I put out there, released to the ethereal. And then this life strives in its natural, organic way to match what I put out there. I believe there is a striving and a reaching out and a attempt to mirror on this side the energies also of our deities. When I am in a particular mindset, certain deities make themselves known to me. It's a reflection, I believe, of what is rising up in me, whether I recognize them or they recognize me, or it is some kind of a magnetic attraction of energy to energy, like to like, need to need, they appear. Mostly just because I still myself and listen and I'm aware. Whether I'm on a walk and something in the world of nature just lifts me beyond, where I get to experience the physical, perfect existence of something and the existence of it at an energetic level. At that point, I am in touch with my concept of the divine. Anytime I want to still myself, in any environment, under any circumstances, I can feel that because all these years as a practicing witch, I have worked in both worlds. And at any given time, I can touch one or the other. And the blessed moments when it is both, when there is a feeling of interaction between the two. Sometimes I'm a witness to the interaction. Sometimes I'm a portal through which the interaction happens. Sometimes it's a reaching out from the other side to me. The very specific touch where wisdom in the form of deity reaches out and makes itself known to me. So what the two then have in common, from my perspective, is the interplay, the interweaving and the acknowledgement of the existence of these levels of existence. The physical that we know so well, we are a creature of it. It is our home. And the energetic that we explore, that we discover, sometimes confounds us a bit because we are not creatures of it. So we are a bit ungainly, sometimes working at that level. But it's okay, because if we are serious practitioners, we have the support we need from those we reach out to, from the old ones and our guides that lift us up and work us through the exploration of this world that is interwoven through ours, but separate from ours. So what I find in common between these two questions in the end is the reflection of both worlds, the energy of both worlds, the existence and intertwining of both worlds. That's what I would find in common between the two. How often am I in contact with my deities? I would say any given point in my life that I allow myself to be aware. There are times when the influence is from the other side to me. Something reaches out to me. It's a shame when that happens and I am not aware and not in listening mode. And I do strive to be in listening mode in my life. I only benefit from it. So, as Kara says, open-ended questions. We start talking and they go wherever they take us. And in this case, they took me to a sharing of thoughts on the two worlds, this world and the other world, this side and the other side, the physical and the energetic, the tangible and the ethereal, and the existence of the energy we put out into the other side, and this side then striving to, in a natural way, match it, reflect it, become one with it. And there's also the existence of all bits of mystery that we reach out to in the forms of our guides, our guardians, the energies we work with that are part of that intangible world that is separate and then not so. There's where my open-ended thoughts on these two questions led me tonight. I wish you mirth and reverence. Mary Part,